Hello everyone, today we are going to be maidening the Tubular Quad, which is a custom FPV freestyle frame that I designed and built from scratch. And if you want more details about the frame, you can check out my last 3 videos, which were all about the frame. But today we're going to try to maiden this and potentially even get a tune on it if everything goes well. So let's see what happens. So first up, we do the line of sight test hover, as you always should. Stand way back and hope nothing goes wrong. Okay, prop direction is correct. All right, it flies. All controls are in the right directions. So now we go for the real maiden flight with the goggles on. All right. And I have not flown in maybe a month and a half, which is possibly the longest I've gone without flying since I started doing this. So let's see if I've still got it. I heard something weird happen. I'm also testing to see if I can get that weird gyro issue with this board, which I think I just heard. You see I'm being really aggressive here with random moves to see if I can get that issue to show itself. I heard it again right there. Obviously the PID tune's terrible. These are the default. I heard it again. That weird gyro issue. It's very weird. I think I'm gonna have to replace this stack. It's not consistent enough. But this PID tune anyways is Betaflight defaults. In terms of the actual PID values, but I turned off iTerm Relax, D-Min, throttle boost, got rid of all the feed forward. I just heard that gyro issue again. It's a really fast, like, jitter. Where the gyro, like, skips. And it's linked to the 5-volt BEC. Back when I had the camera and the video transmitter running on that 5-volt BEC, that would happen very consistently, and it would be bad enough that the quad wouldn't arm because there was so much weird gyro jitter happening. Now it's like maybe once every 30 seconds is when I can hear it. And if I turn down the power of the video transmitter, I'll probably get rid of it. But this 5-volt BEC on this board is just not up to snuff. And this is the Newbeedrone Infinity 200. So can't recommend this board if you're actually going to use the rated 5-volt power draw. Other than that, I mean, the quad feels like the Tubular Quad. Everything's pretty good, other than the PID tune, which I'll bring it in and try to mess with the PIDs here. So I have a bit of a new PID tuning philosophy that I haven't tried yet. I watched one UAV tech video and I basically understood his whole philosophy from that one video because it was long. But this is the one where he tuned Joshua Bardwell's quad. So basically, you want to set all the filters as aggressively as possible, which I already knew, but I never use black box because I'm lazy, so I'm kind of going to skip that step. But basically you want to use the highest D terms possible, because those are going to be the most subject to gyro noise issues, and then from there you use the proper P term to get the PD balance you want, which is essentially like the response characteristic. So whether like a lot of bounce back or really smooth over, which would be overdamped or underdamped if you want to use the technical terms. But basically I'm just going to leave D where it is because I know that's safe. I'm going to crank up P and see what happens. So I'll go like 60 on pitch and maybe like 55 on, I'll go like 58 on roll, and we'll try that. I was still getting like a fair amount of bounce back, so maybe I do need to crank up D or lower I. I'm not running I-term relax, which I could run despite me turning off RC smoothing, because I-term relax is not dependent on your RC signal, unlike something like feed forward. So we'll see what happens here. So all I did is raise D from defaults up to around 60 on pitch and roll. Actually, you know what? It might not be the BEC. I am also messing with the idle min or whatever it is. So those little jitters could be a motor desync. I might actually have to start using black box because I don't know what the heck's going on. So you know what I should probably do is turn that off, come back, and see if I still get those weird dropouts. And if those dropouts only occur at 0 throttle, it's probably just a motor desync due to that idle min thingy. I don't even know if that's the right name. Oh, no. It just happened at like mid throttle. It sounds like a motor desync, but I'm pretty sure it's the gyro jitter. So I'm pretty sure it's the board, actually, not that feature. Oh, and I've been flying way too long. Alright, let's do another battery. Alright, motor temps were fine. I'm going to raise D now. Because I'm still getting a fair amount of bounce back. I'm actually going to lower I as well, why not? Because I don't feel like I need all that I. Okay. So, fresh battery, lower I, higher D on pitch and roll. Oh, there's a lot of bounce back. I'm purposely being very aggressive with the stops on the flips and rolls. Just to trigger that bounce back. Obviously response is better with the higher P. Yeah, it's pretty bouncy. I'll just keep raising D. I'll check the motors, of course. Yeah, motors are pretty much cold. So I'll keep cranking up the D. Go to like 40 on roll, maybe 42 on pitch. And I'll throw in a lot more yaw P while I'm at it. So usually you can just go really crazy with that. Yeah, I think. Ooh. Feels better. I think on the sharp movements it's still bounce back, but it's kind of how my tune always is though. Because I usually don't run iTerm relax, and I typically don't use a lot of D compared to my P, I usually have a fair amount of bounce back in the tune, but it's feeling a lot better just with my normal flying, where I'm not using really aggressive stops out of habit. And we're in a tree. That's the problem with running high yaw P, is it sucks the quad down. Well, looks like it's time to climb. Alright, I have no idea if you can see it. It's at the top, of course. So I went about halfway up, tried to shake, and not much. So now we try ye old tennis ball on a string. I don't know if you can see that, but we got a half decent throw. Got the ball back here, so we'll see. Alright, last throw was pretty good, but not good enough. Here we got this one. We'll see if this one works. Alright, tennis balls have failed me, so you know what they say, what's better than one quad stuck in a tree? Two quads stuck in a tree. Alright, probably can't see anything, but that one was perfect right above the quad where it's stuck. So if this one doesn't work, we're doing it the old-fashioned way and we're just ramming it with the Hyperlite glide. Update, it's lower, but of course my battery's dead, so can't use turtle mode. Onwards. On the same attempt, I got it down part way and then all the way without having to do another string attempt. So, note to self, if you got a backup quad, don't bother with the tennis balls. Just go for the backup quad. What's the worst that could happen? You get all your quads stuck in the tree? I've been there before. Alright, that's it for this one, guys. A lot of L's today. We got a flight controller that doesn't work properly. We got stuck in a tree, but we got the quad back and the frame held up fine. So just another day in the life, I suppose. Sorry that you guys couldn't see it actually fall down. The GoPro on the quad decided to stop recording and I'm one person, so oh well. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like. Let me know down in the comments some better 20x20 flight controllers that have a good 5-volt BEC that can power a video transmitter. And if you enjoy content like this, make sure to get subscribed, and if you want to go the extra mile to help support me, you can also throw me a couple bucks on Patreon. And lastly, I have an Instagram page, timmy.r.c, if you can't get enough of me here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.